first up, tell us about the genesis of the project.
Well, I started writing this project a long time ago.
We're only here on WHCM Campus Radio. Now, back to reality.
My first inklings from it were back in college when I actually hosted a weekly talk radio show called Reality that was inflammatory to the very few audience members who heard it. I think we were broadcast in 2 rooms. We were in the cafeteria and the area outside the bookstore. And we really only succeeded in infuriating people who were just trying to mind their own business and eat.
Well, hey, we have to talk about our lives because it's just something we do here on Reality. And so, does anyone want to let my cat out of the bag?
No, you do.
You let your own cat.
You let your own cat out of the bag.
You got a girl.
Is it ethical for a radio personality to date his only fan? And you remember our fan. She called in to tell us how cool we were and all that stuff. And, well, to make a long story short, I asked her out the other day, and we are currently dating. So that's an exciting thing.
And we'd be talking about all sorts of filth. But I started writing this script that was going to be a play based on that experience. And I had just come out of a relationship where I had been cheated on. So I was using it as my revenge story.
Dave gets calls from his girlfriend during our show.
That's not
Very
true.
obsessive, isn't it?
I know.
If I could call my girlfriend during the show, I would.
This is Dave calling Colleen.
And it sort of spiraled from there. I only got about 25 to 30 pages into a first draft before it stalled out because it wasn't going anywhere. The subplot about being stuck in the radio station wasn't there. They were staying because they wanted to. The characters were much more poorly defined, as early characters in drafts tend to be. But also the motivations for the characters were very unclear. And it was not my finest work, but there were scenes when I went back and reread it that I really liked. And I was working with Eric Leip, and he showed me his short film, Drive Time, and he mentioned that he has access to this radio station and that we should do a project together. And I immediately thought about, well, I started writing this script about a radio station, and if we have a radio station, well, let's make the radio station movie.